What's up, guys? We're live. Random drop nonsense. Yeah, we kind of assumed it. It was expected for it to be random. The question is now, based on the screenshot that they gave, are these 101s and the hundreds and stuff, are they going to go up in value as people scramble to start buying all that stuff? The hope that kills. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough run. It's gonna be a rough run over the next week. Specifically, the one big thing is gonna be the value on the 100 pluses should see a bump. You'll get Amrabat. I think everybody's going to end up with one. Everybody should get one 108. If you do the exchange, it's a second 108. The other question that wasn't answered during the stream is, what happens if you end up with two of the same 108? Do we have a screenshot of what it was? I can probably pull it up. Just because they showed just because they showed the screenshot of the exchange doesn't mean it's going to be the exact it's going to be the exact thing of what we expect it to be. Still don't know. We can't guarantee any of that. Wouldn't mind getting messy twice. Yeah. Let's see. Where was the screenshot for the exchanges? All right. Let's take a look at this. Okay. Let's add this in here. This is probably the most important thing to come out of it. The players weren't really that big a deal. It's this right here, the exchanges. Well, we don't really know. We got 111, 100 OVRs. They showed 14 of the 16. They showed 14 of the 16. Here's the exchanges. It said everybody can complete it once. Only once, though. And they're all World Cup players. Everything is World Cup. Let's see. 100 plus, 95 plus, and 90 plus. That means all those 90s I've been buying are going to pay off. 20 of the 90s. Let's see where this is at right now. We'll do 91. Yeah, holy shit. These just went way up. Steve, 92, 86, 82, 72, 107. God, I should have bought more of these things. 97. The 91s are already 570 for the 91s. See, it might not even be. Do we feel like these 90s are going to go up over? See, I couldn't see what it was. It shows there's going to be, if it's 11, 15, 20, I'm guessing you're going to need 30 or more of the 80s. But the values right now on the 90s are what was anticipated to skyrocket, and they are, without a doubt. Ain't nobody gonna sell them. If you didn't buy them before now, you're gonna really struggle to get them. I've got a full. I'm full. I can't even bring any more in. The 80s don't have to be World Cup. It'll be interesting. Yeah, these are going up already. Anything that you bought, any of those 90s that you picked up, everything has to be World Cup, except we don't know about the 80s. World Cup base 80s. Yeah, I'm not. I honestly don't know. I can't remember them saying it. Yeah, you can use 90 plus. That's why it says 100 plus, 95 plus, 90 plus. You're going to get a random player out of the 16. It's just a random player out of the 16. Yeah, you can. I had it pulled up. Here, I'll start. I'll play it. I've got it pulled up. I'm listening to it. I'll let you know if it's... Is it worth it to use unsellable 86? If they're untradeable, I mean, you're only going to get a 108 out of it. World Cup. They have to be World Cup. Okay, so here's the confusion. This is okay, we're gonna break this down. Hello Fresh is coming. Why is that still up there? Okay. Antoine says the last one is 20. It is 20 elites. They must be World Cup players but they don't have to be event players. They can be base players. That's what he said. First he says World Cup players, then he says base players, but that doesn't mean base players. That means base World Cup players. So if we look at this, if you do a search for 80 to 82 program World Cup, you see how these are just base players. Here, you can't see it. Let's see. FIFA World Cup base player. Base player. That's what he meant by base player. It has to be a World Cup player, but it's going to be a base player. It doesn't have to be a base player. It can be a base player, but it still has to be a World Cup player. Works out to be 70 mil for the exchange. Oh shit, it's going to be a lot more than 70 mil. Unless you have the players. Right now, I mean, it minimum values, these things are going to start going way up. There's going to be a lot more sales available for this stuff tomorrow. As you can see, there's, if I look through my players, let's do 85. We should start to see we're starting to see they're starting to get listed. The value should go up on these. So let's say 120 a piece. Let's say 120 a piece. Okay, we're going to do the math here. 120 times 20. $2.4 mil. So 2.4 mil for your base players. Your 90s. Right now, base level, they are 380K a piece for the 90s. But it looks like they're already gonna skyrocket. I'd be willing to bet you're gonna pay at least, if you didn't already have your 90 plus, you're looking at 600 to 700K. Well, there's nothing to see. I'm not doing anything. You think only 90 plus will skyrocket? The 80s already went out of the park. You can't buy the 90s now. The 80s will be fine. It's the ones above the anything above 90 is going to go up. I think everybody's got a stockpile of elites. It might be 85s, 86s, 87s, but nobody cares about the 80s. And you only need 20 of them. The 90s and 91s are where we might see an increase in value. The 91s at 570, the 91s at 570, we'll only see a value increase on those if the 90s go up above 570. Yes, you can use the 99s from the tournament. So let's see. Okay, so we've already got 570s. Purchase orders are coming in at 570. Some of these have well over the numbers. $9.99 at 570. I'll buy 3 Tanaka at 570 just on the off chance that we do see these go up. It's It should be fine though. I don't see the 91s increasing that much if they increase at all. The thing that we got to watch out is the 95s. As long as there's still, yeah, see, 999. There's still tons of sales orders on this. 1.33. I think we'll be okay. Most people have enough anyway. Okay, let's say you bought the 90s at minimum at 380,000. And how many do we need? 20. 7.6 mil. And what were we looking at on the 95s? Are 1.33. $15 of them, I think. Yeah, 15. 19.95 mil for the 95s. And then 11 for the 100s. So 3.51 is minimum value. $38.61 plus 2.4 mil, 7.6 mil. 19.95 mil. $68.56 mil at slum value for everything that you need. Yeah. And the 108s are tradable. The 108s are going to be tradable. Now, whether or not the 108 from the exchange will be tradable, it doesn't say, but I'm assuming that it will be. I can't imagine it not being. That would really suck if it's not. I need to clear some space here. Let's do 63s. How's it going? Well, yeah, we've been saving up gems. There's nothing to do for any of the gems. There hasn't been anything that I felt necessary to spend gems on. And then we'll get everything for next week to use. We'll have week 8, assuming we'll have new players for week 8. 1200. Do the exchanges? I've already done the exchanges. The only 4 exchanges that I would ever suggest anyone do have already been done. And they don't really clear that much space out. Is it worth it? Depends on the value of the 108s. Slum value right now on a 108 at release. Do we not have any? There's 108s. Is a 107 the highest that we have? I thought we had 108s. Have we not seen a 108 yet? 107s. Okay, so let's just look at... Here, we'll look at one of the 7s from this. At release, where were they at? 107 mil? That's not right. They were higher than that. Who's this week? Who is this week? Zanetti. No, we do, because we have 109s. We don't have any 108s, but we have 109s. So minimum value on a 109, 89. But at release, they're coming in at 500 mil at release. 500 mil at release for the 109s. Let's say 350. Let's say they come in at 350 mil at release. So 500 for the 109s. 350 mil for the 108s. The problem is I mean, are you going to be able to sell one? Will you be able to sell one? That's a big question. Because, I mean, you got to have, it's a peer-to-peer system, and everybody's going to be claiming them. Here's what makes me nervous about this, because you don't know what you're going to get. It's luck of the draw for what comes in for you. That, you know, Messi's will move. Thanks for the resub. 27 months.
TMC1 just resubscribed for 27 months.
Okay, so Messi and Mbappe are going to be big. You know, Messi and Mbappe, even maybe the outside backs. Gakpo. There are some players in there that are going to be kind of sought after. Everybody's going to, for the most part, everybody will be able to get 2. Everybody will get 2. You'll get 1 from collecting all of your players, which I think most everybody already has. And then 1 from the exchange for 70 mil. As long as you got the coins to do it or the players already. So you'll get those from your... I need to look, 'cause I don't even think I have enough to be able to do it. Everybody gets 2. They start dumping in the dead ones. They're gonna flood the market with Stones and Amrabat and, I mean, maybe even Alvarez. So you're gonna have all these players dumped in that they're trying to get rid of. So their values are gonna plummet because nobody's wanting to buy them, because they see more and more people are going to be putting them in. They're going to be dumping them into the market. So yeah, if you want Amrabat, wait. He will be worth nothing. He will be dead cheap by the time it's over. He will probably be under the 70 mil pretty quickly. So will Stones. They will come down because their values are going to continue to drop, because people are going to pull the ones they don't want and they're going to try to buy the ones they do. So we should see a big variation in the value from the sought after ones to the ones nobody wants. And like someone said at the beginning, everybody's going to end up pulling. There's going to be 8 billion Stones get pulled, even though they're all 108. The odds of pulling a Messi over a Stones is not, it's not going to be equal. What am I loading up on? I don't necessarily think I'm going to load up on anything. Yeah, Yeah, doing the exchange is going to be worth it. I can't imagine you not doing the exchange. Everyone's going to want to do the exchange. Whether or not you're going to lose money, it'll come down to whether or not you can sell the player you get. Said they're all equal chance of 6.25. Yeah, that's bullshit. Come on. Yeah, and there's no scripting in the game either. They can say that all they want. There is no one out there that dumb to believe that bullshit. Yeah, we'll remember that when we come back on the next stream and it's like, what did you get? What did you get? Stones. Martinez, Stones. Martinez. Amrabat, Stones. Martinez. Ugh. All gambling's rigged, though, if you think about it. Oh, come on. That should have been a... There we go. All right. 16. There's 2 additional Brazilian players that are coming in, too. Here's the player collection. This is the one that everybody's going to get. This one. So everyone will get a 108 right out of the gate. Everyone will get a 108. Richarlison and Thiago. Those were the 2. Silva. The rest of them just come down to whether or not you spent an outrageous amount of money for playing the game. And then the event icons is if you went all in on the 3 107s. But everyone who played every day through it will end up with this one. Why would they give an end of an era card for Ronaldo? Why would we do a Ronaldo end of an era card? There was an era at Man United. The only way they would do an end of an era card for Ronaldo leaving Man United is if it's a picture of his back leaving the stadium, heading to the parking lot. End of an era cards are when he left Real Madrid. Yeah, they're not going to do a Ronaldo end of an era card. I think it would be stupid to do a Ronaldo end of an era card. Didn't we already get an end of an era card? Wasn't there an end of an era card when he left? When he left Real Madrid? Or am I thinking wrong? Maybe not. If it's retirement, he's not retiring. The Aguero got one when he left Man City. Yes. And they didn't do a Messi end of an era. Or did they? When he left Barcelona. I know people asked for it. I can't remember if they did or not. Yeah, I don't see them doing an end of an era for Ronaldo. If Messi leaves for Inter Miami, that would... See, that's the same thing as retiring. To go to the MLS, that's the same thing as retiring. Like when Schweinsteiger went to the MLS. When Schweinsteiger went to Chicago Fire, he got an end of an era. He isn't retiring, but he's finished. Okay? Not disagreeing. Oh, he's offside. Oh, he gave it. That looked offside to me. He sure looked offside. 107, Ashley Cole. Not much lower than he's at. If you're leaving for the Saudi League, if that isn't retiring, I don't know what is. Yeah. What's the slum value on a 107? Do we know? Do we know what the lowest value on a 107 is? I haven't seen it. I haven't looked at numbers that high. Your exchange is ready for a 108. I'm going to have to go through because I'm pretty sure I've dumped most, if not all, of my 101s and 103s when they were up before. $17 million for a... How do we know that? Are we going to get a new Icon's Journey? It hasn't been mentioned yet. 107 Van Persie hit it. Okay. I've heard rumors. I heard rumors about a new Icon's Journey coming over the summer. I don't know if there's any truth to it. I think it was more or less wishful thinking and hopes that they would do something for Pele. But I haven't heard anything about it. And I honestly though, an Icon's Journey for Pele would be pretty spectacular. To update the Icon's Journey from El Nino to the original Pele would be worth it. That would be something I would get behind. As long as the OVR on him was worth it. Onside for Suarez again, and we're gonna do it. Yes. No, I love dribbling around the keeper in the World Cup. It's the only event where I think the keepers are so awful you can actually just dribble around them. $105 minimum. Yeah, I would agree with that. All right, let's go back and take a look. Let's figure out if I have enough. Plenty of 80s. Okay, so let's do 90. How many 90s do we have? Plenty of 90s. Let's do 95 to 96. Oh shit. I'm in trouble. We need, how many do we need? 95s. 15 95s. So let's grab, we'll get at least, how many players do I have? So what do I need? I need We'll get rid of the 96s. I don't care about that. So 11 95s, and then we need 11 hundreds. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So I need 4 100s. $95 to $99, but I'm gonna hold on to the 96 to 98s. And there should be plenty of this stuff at slum value. What do I need? 11 of these things? How many do I have room for? 4. How come there's... Oh, it's in my watch list. So 95s. We'll grab... Who do I want here? No, center back. Somebody that may have a necessity down the way. They're all awful. Wales. We'll just do Aguero. We'll grab 497 more. Yet. I need... having to get rid of... This takes forever to unlock and recycle these players. Two. 3.
Khalil_11 says, if I'm ever sentenced to be executed, please let Darwin Nunez take the shot.
Just don't stand in the broadside of a barn, and I think he might be able to hit you. Okay, so 4. I need 7 more. Aguero, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're down to 3 more. One. 2. 3. 3 of them. Okay, we're good now. All right, those are all done. Yes, the exchanges are worth it. Exchanges should be worth it. No reason to say they're not. The 108s are going to be the only thing anybody has moving forward. Need to get rid of 7. Let's just get rid of 7 here. 1. 2. 3. 4. Will the place of the 90 plus players increase? Yes. They're already increasing. By the time the stream was over, you couldn't buy a 90. There were 80 to 90 purchase orders and no sales orders for the 90s. I need 3, I need 1 more. Why would you wait to get your 108? What good would waiting do you? You can't choose which 108 you want. You can't pick your 108. It's all random. And it's not going to help you to wait. I could see waiting to list them if you're selling, but claiming them, it won't do you any good to wait. You can't pick your 108. Okay, so now those are done. I need hundreds. 3.7. Turner. Sal. These look a little better. Sandra left back. There are no right backs. Cash. We'll buy 4 cashes.
Rotor says, are you also wondering about the training and skill boost updates? Weren't they supposed to talk about it today? Also, they obviously don't care about all our clubs being at 660s to 69s.
No, I don't think we're going to see anything on training and skill boost updates until probably March, maybe April. Unless they start talking about it in the next one. Can you put 11 Turners into the exchange? Yes. That's the way exchanges work. It doesn't have to be 11 different players. All right, there. What'd I spend? 30 mil? I don't even think I spent 30 mil. Yeah, let's see where the 90s are. Any purchasable? Not one. Courtois, but these are base players and they have to be event players. Don't buy any of these. Courtois, any of these 90s, these are not event players. These are not event players. These will not work in the exchange. Just so you're aware, they do not work. Ronaldo, Van Dijk, Neuer, Courtois, Messi, Mbappe, those will not work. They are base players. Don't waste your time trying to buy these. They're not going to work. It's these, the event players, which are already up to 419, and there are no sales orders. Nobody is selling these things at any point right now. Nobody's getting rid of them right now. Here we go. Muhammad's up to 421. 84 at 421. These are just going to keep going up. If I have any of the base players. De Bruyne, they still don't have any. Like Neuer, we're going to sell Neuer. to one of these dipshits at 380. Just because. They will not work. The base ones will not work. The dev stream was pretty good. Yeah, we're cranking it out here. Back to this. Yes, to recap, the exchanges are going to be worth it. The base players only work for 80s. The base World Cup players are what you need for the 80s. And the 90s, the base players won't work. It's only event players for 90s, 95s, and 100s. Who is this? Let's see how quick we can at least get our goal reviews. I want to dribble around him. Oh. We'll let Ronaldinho dribble in. It was a foul. It was definitely a foul. Clan versus clan is done, right? We're not going to push any harder for this. I don't think it's going to happen. Damn, he fouled him hard. Took it down. Damn. Broken knee. The one key was definitely worth it, but I think right now I don't think it's affinity friendly by any means. I need at least one more. I need at least one more to do it. That one we had, Jeremy, he actually dribbled around the keeper. You can only do this in the World Cup. Well, for me, it's not one key affinity friendly. Oh, I missed it. $34 months. Ruben.
Well, tickle muttedies. FIFA Ruben just resubscribed for 34 months. Just 34 months with a boomer that can't read a 20k viewer chat room. Kappa, love ya, brother.
Oh my God. It's so frustrating especially because I was watching it on my phone today and it rolls so fast. So fast. There's no way you were reading half of it. Yeah, it was 20,000 people though. And he fouled two people. Two people before I drew it in. Saw lots of ticks in the comments. Yeah, I said at the beginning it was just peener. I think the mod should have taken care of that. Maybe that's what Antoine refers to when he says dubs in the chat. Maybe he's referring to a set of boobs. Let's let Zeno dribble one in. Oh, he didn't do it. Really quick on his duties. Yep. A lot of peeners up in the chat today. Before, at the very beginning of the stream, it was really bad. And they take up so much space that it was just like it was boom, boom, boom. And what was funny is it was the same couple of accounts doing it. They were never timed out in the beginning. Just let them roll. And oh, this is a new match. Thanks, Ruben. Be careful. I'm assuming that you're not driving. Did it say if victory players count as event players? I did not see it. They didn't say. They just said event players. If they don't say event players, we'll have to look at the 99s to see. You can't drive. To see if they are. If the victory players do not say event players, then most likely they're not going to work. Little 22-year-old that can't drive. Man, I cannot imagine not driving. My life revolves around cars so much. It's the only thing I do more than play video games. Is play with cars. Nothing says event player. We'll look as soon as this one's over. Because I'm assuming that the icons will not work either. Not that anybody would use the icon, but like Vidic, the 101, isn't going to work. Watch for that shitty dinked pass. Keepers in this are awful. Anyone know who's the 108 team of the tournament players yet? Yes. We know who they all are. Hakimi, Stones. Let's see, how many can I remember? Avi Martinez, Mbappe, Messi, Alvarez, Modric, Amrabat, Gakpo. Griezmann. Griezmann. I already said Hakimi. Who else was it? Hernandez. Bellingham. There's 16. That's 10. Silva and Richarlison. I said Alvarez and Messi. Vardiol. Okay, that's 13. Bruno Fernandes at right mid. I forgot about that. I already said Modric. That's 14. There's 2 more. Who are the last 2? I said Martinez. I said Alvarez. Hakimi. There's no Neymar. No. Neymar is not in it. No Neymar, no Ronaldo, because they didn't make it far enough in the World Cup to be considered. 2 more. Who was the other? I said Silva. Who was the other center back? Weren't there 2 center backs? Stones and... No Enzo Fernandez either. No Marcan either. Vardiol, he's the other center back. That's right. Okay, so Hakimi, who was the other outside back? Hernandez, right? Hernandez and Hakimi at outside back. So that's your 4 defenders. In the goal is Martinez. And then you had 3 up top, which was Alvarez at striker, Mbappe, I don't think I said Mbappe. Alvarez up top, Mbappe and Messi at outside mids, or at wings. So there's your up to 8. And then there were 8 across the middle, right? I think it was 8 in the midfield. Richarlison is the other striker, plus Silva. So Silva and Richarlison plus 6 across the middle. And you had outside mids were Fernando. It was Bruno Fernandes and Gakpo were the outside mids. And then the 4 in the middle were Amrabat, Bellingham, Modric, and okay, I'll just type it up. Here, let's do this. Spelling is going to be god awful. So we got right wing Messi, striker Alvarez, striker who was the other striker? Carlson, left wing Mbappe, and then center defensive mid Amrabat, center mid Bellingham, center mid Modric, center attacking mid Griezmann, left mid Gakpo, right mid was Bruno, center back Stones, center back was Vardiol, left back Hernandez, Right back, Hakimi. Goalkeeper was Martinez. And we also had Thiago Silva. Is that it? Is that the full list? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, that's your full list. That's who it was. That's the 108s. Did they confirm what position Silva was? We can assume. I mean, we can assume, but I don't think they ever said center back. Would make sense. That would give you 3 across the back, but no wing backs. I never heard him confirm that Richarlison was a striker either. Silva as a striker. Yeah, that's it. Bellingham, Modric at center mid, Amrabat at CDM, Griezmann at cam. Outside mids, Gakpo and Bruno. Messi and Mbappe at wings. Alvarez and Richarlison at striker. Hernandez and Hakimi at outside back. Stones, Vardiol, and Silva at center back. Someone posted Ronaldo because it was clickbait. Yeah, it would be. That's the list, though. If you missed it, that was. I mean, it's a pretty good list. Elite 8 program players for $12.50. I would normally say that is a really stupid thing to do, but coming into where we are. Okay, so here's what was the thing I was going to look at. So you show how this is an Icons player. Even though he was from the event, he is not an event player. He's not an event player. But if you look at like these, FIFA World Cup player, which means it's an event player. But if you go you look at these, they say base player. It's that base player is where we're not is who we're not wanting. Yeah. Odds that we're going to end up with Stones and Amrabat. Checking my 8-ball, my magic 8-ball right now, and it is saying odds are looking pretty good that you're going to get shit all. Everybody's going to get the Stones and an Amrabat. We got versus matches. Versus matches. Am I going to do that? Do I even need them? It's for program players. Maybe I'll come back and do that later. And we're not doing... I'm holding on the program tokens. There's no reason to do this. We'll hold all these. Got ads to watch. I got to watch the ads. Stadium will collect our rewards here. Boom, all done. Let's check the 91s. to see if the 91s have purchase orders yet. Well, shit. Well, damn. They're already going up. Some of them are moving up. Why, I don't know. Still at $9.99. Let's look at the 90s. About the same. 70s, 72, 82. And thank God people figured this one out. And realized that those are base players, except Ronaldo still. We see Van Persie was a 107. $22. 18 is his slum value. 18 is where he bottoms out in that range. Just under 18. Zidane. $67 million for Seaman. It's a lot to pay for Seaman. Just saying. Barnes, Zanetti. All right. He'll probably go up. If he continues to drop, there is a point. 22.5, 21.7. Yeah, I'll just give it a little bit of time, though, because I think he might come down farther than that before you go investing a bunch into him. Where are we at? Do we get everything done? Main's complete. $1,000. Like coins. 90 plus. We'll claim 2 of them. What do we get here? Vargas, 95. And Z. Okay. How close? 40,000. 40,000. All right, that's it. I feel like that's all I can do today. Oh. It's exciting. Exciting. So we're going to switch things over to Raid here soon, very soon. A lot going on. A lot going on. Tomorrow's going to be fun. Yeah. I wish I could stream tomorrow, but I won't be able to stream tomorrow. It's going to be a big day, though. The 108's dropping is going to be huge. All right, so we're going to cut over to YouTube. We're going to do a cutscene for the end of this. So it will work out when it dumps over to YouTube tonight. So don't go anywhere. The stream's not ending. We're just switching gears and shifting over to Raid. But appreciate it. Let's see. Thanks a lot for hanging out today after the dev stream. A lot to talk about. And then I'll probably get on tomorrow, but it won't be until... It'll be late tomorrow. It'll be like 6 hours after reset. 7 hours after reset, maybe. Just to look and see where everybody ended up and what you guys got out of the 108s and who pulled what. So if you're in for FIFA Mobile, pay attention tomorrow night. We'll be back live late tomorrow night to take a look at the release of the team of the tournament. Make a 10 team of the tournament player list on YouTube. Yeah, we'll see how it works out. We'll see how it works out. The team of the tournament. Thanks a lot. As long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep making videos. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with Raid.